There's a question that wakes women up at 2 in the morning. It lands as a secret weight on the chest in the dark. The question is this: what if this is all there is? There's something I want you to consider today, something scripture and research seem to agree on, and it has to do with where you actually are in your life right now. I'm Coach Janet J. And today on Your Next Best Step, we are sitting with the question almost every woman over 45 has asked herself. And we're walking through what 100 episodes of this show have taught me about the answer. I want to take you to the car in the driveway. You know, the moment you pull in, the engine is off, the garage door is finished closing, or the porch light's on. Whatever you went out for is done. And before you open the door to go inside, there's this beat, a small pause that has nothing in it. And in that pause, a thought lands. Is this it? A small thought, almost easy to miss. It arrives like a guest you did not invite, sits down and gets comfortable. If you've ever sat in that car a beat longer than you needed to, or paused in your hallway before turning out the last light, or caught your own eyes in the bathroom mirror at the end of the day that was fine, you know the thought I mean. It's the thought underneath the tiredness, underneath the to-do list, underneath the prayers that feel a little thinner than they used to. And it is the reason I made this episode. What if this is all there is? That is the question. It's a private question. It rarely arrives in words. It arrives in pauses, in a driveway, in a hallway, in the mirror, and then it goes back underground until the next one. It comes for the woman who raised her children well. It comes for the woman who never had children. It comes for the woman whose marriage has changed shape, whose marriage is gone, whose dearest friendship has drifted in a way she cannot explain. It comes for the woman who poured herself into a career and is staring at retirement and wondering what is next. It comes for women across every circumstance. Scripture meets it, research confirms it, and the answer is better than you think. Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This verse hangs on the wall in my bedroom. It has been one of my favorites for a long time, and I want to tell you why it belongs in this episode. These words are written to people who were in exile, people who had lost their home, their temple, their sense of what their life was supposed to be. People asking the same question you may be asking today. Is this all there is? And God's answer was this: I know the plans I have for you. Present tense. I know. Right now. While you are sitting in your car, while you are driving home from the doctor, while you are laying awake at 2 in the morning, I know the plans I have for you. Plans for hope, plans for a future, plans He still has. Scripture is one half of the picture. The science is the other half. For more than 30 years, researchers studying happiness across the lifespan kept finding the same pattern. Life satisfaction tends to dip in the middle years. The lowest point, researchers call it the nadir, historically lands somewhere around age 50. Then, in study after study, satisfaction climbs again. Something in people shifts. The economist David Blockflower at Dartmouth has spent his career documenting this pattern. It has been replicated in over 600 studies across more than 100 countries. The research has gotten a little more complicated, though, in the last few years. Younger adults today are reporting much lower happiness than younger adults reported a generation ago. And that has changed the shape of the curve. What the science still supports is this. In the long longitudinal data, Well-being tends to rise in the years after midlife. People in their 60s and 70s, on average, report higher life satisfaction than people in their 40s or 50s. Which means if you are in your 40s or 50s and the question is loud, what if this is all there is? There is real evidence that you are standing in the valley of the curve. You are in the bend of your story. Here is what this means for the woman sitting in the car. The question that landed in the driveway was telling you the truth about how it feels to be in the valley. The valley is real. The ache is real. The conclusion underneath the ache, that the best is behind you, that part may be wrong. The research and the scripture are saying the same thing in two different languages. The story is still being written. God is still working, and the best evidence we have suggests that the women who keep walking, who keep showing up, who keep taking small steps, find that something rises on the other side of these years. That is what 100 episodes have been about. Let me bring this through all four pillars quickly, because the question, is this all there is, lives in every one of them. Mentally, when this question shows up, your mind is taking inventory. The work is to shift the inventory from what you missed to what is still here. Emotionally, the ache is information. Underneath it lives a real desire for meaning, for connection, for something that is yours. Listen to what the ache is asking for. Physically, your body is changing in this season. Women in those longitudinal studies who reported rising satisfaction were the ones who stopped fighting their bodies and started caring for them. Spiritually, God is still speaking. He says, I know the plans I have for you. Present tense, today. So here is the one step, the distillation of 100 episodes. Turn your attention 5 degrees. 5 degrees from what you think you missed toward what God is doing now. And the way you do that is small. Sometime in the next 24 hours, when the question shows up, and it will show up in the car or the kitchen or the moment before you fall asleep, pause. Then name one specific thing that was good and present in that moment. The way the light is coming through the window, the sound of someone you love laughing in the next room, the way your coffee tastes, the friend who texted you yesterday. One specific thing in the moment the question arrives. That is the step. You are turning your attention 5 degrees, and you are letting that be enough for today. Here's what I want you to walk away with. The question, what if this is all there is a midlife signal, and scripture and science meet it in the same place. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says God's plans are present tense. He knows them today. The longitudinal research suggests that what feels like the end is more often the bend. Women who keep walking through these years tend to find that satisfaction rises on the other side. One step, 5 degrees toward what is here. Thank you. Thank you for 100 episodes. Thank you for pressing play today. Thank you for the woman you are becoming in this season, even before you can see it. On Wednesday, we're going to talk about something women carry around and never name: the resentment we have been calling patience. If that one made you flinch a little, good. We're going there together. Follow or subscribe wherever you are listening or watching so you do not miss an episode. And if you have a moment, a rating or review makes a huge difference. It helps other women find this show, and I am so grateful for everyone. I will see you Wednesday. Take your next best step.